Good morning, everyone. I'm Paul Washira, Deputy Director, Investigations Bureau.
Good morning, sir. Dr. Mwangi Wanderi, Director Forensics, sir.
Good morning, sir. My name is John Onyango, Deputy DCI.
Good morning, sir. Richard Mwela, Director of Operations.
Also, let me take this opportunity to welcome you to DCI headquarters, you and your team. And otherwise, let me give you again this opportunity to introduce you and your team so that we can interact very closely. Thank you.
Well, thank you. From this side?
William Miller, Deputy Chief of Staff. Thanks for the warm welcome.
Good morning, everyone. Jake Williams, Legal Attaché at U.S. Embassy, Nairobi.
Hi, good morning. Vanessa Tibbetts, Executive Special Assistant.
Good morning, everyone. Akeem Middleton, Assistant Legal Attaché in U.S. Embassy, Nairobi.
Mr. Christopher Wray, the FBI personnel accompanying the Director FBI, officials from the U.S. Embassy in Kenya, DCI directors hereby present, members of the Fourth Estate, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I am indeed delighted and very thankful to the governments of Kenya and the United States through the Embassy of the United States of America in Kenya for making this historic visit a reality. This kind gesture is a testament to our continued partnership as we seek to develop and implement the architecture necessary for the fight against transnational organized crimes. Through fostering a good relationship with our partners, stakeholders, state and non-state actors, the DCI has benefited immensely, especially in developing our human resource capacity to respond to the ever-changing security dynamics in the country. The U.S. Embassy has continued to sponsor diverse training programs that have enhanced the capability of our officers in dispensing our investigations mandate. Ladies and gentlemen, the DCI enjoys a long-standing partnership with the FBI, mainly in the fight against transnational organized crimes such as terrorism, cybercrime, money laundering, human trafficking, corruption, and crimes against children, amongst others. This partnership has been sustained through intelligence and information sharing, continuous training, and equipping of our detectives. The U.S. Department of State and the FBI partnered to support Kenya in creating the Joint Terrorism Task Force, popularly known as the JTTF in Kenya, which was the first to be established outside the territory of the U.S. And this was mainly through the efforts of the Department of State's Bureau of Counterterrorism under the Counterterrorism Partnership Fund. The initiative to establish JTTF Kenya began after the Al-Shabaab terrorist attack on the Dusit D2 Hotel in Nairobi on January 16, 2019. There was a pressing need, therefore, for a JTTF that could be met through the FBI's training expertise, combined with the State Department Bureau of Counterterrorism's capacity building efforts. The FBI and the Department of State on 10th January 2020 welcomed 42 Kenyan police and other law enforcement officers to the FBI Academy in Quantico, Virginia, for 2 weeks training on counterterrorism so as to prepare our officers for the establishment of the JTTF here in Kenya. Some of the success stories in counterterrorism investigations at the JTTF are the Westgate attack and the Dusit D2 attack. In both cases, investigations led to successful conviction of all the suspects. The FBI has organized and sponsored several other trainings in modern investigative and intelligence techniques. Suffice it to say that several DCI officers are alumni of the FBI Academy. The support to the DCI does not end at the training, but also extends to the provision of equipment and modern weapons. and this is evidenced by a visit to the DCI by the Federal Bureau of Investigation and the State Department's Bureau of the International Narcotics and Law Enforcement Affairs on 19th of July 2022. And during the visit, the FBI donated Kavi kits in honor of FBI Special Agents Dan Alfing and Laura Schwarzenberger, who devoted their careers to investigating crimes against children, and they were murdered on 2nd of January 2022 while serving a search warrant in a crime against children investigation in Florida, USA. The kits have so far enabled children protection officers to present for prosecution watertight cases against suspects who abuse children. In other areas of collaboration, Kenya has an existing extradition agreement with the US government, and since 1931, Kenya has continued to collaborate with the US government through the FBI in the extradition of wanted fugitives. These are just a few instances demonstrating the fruits of the DCI's collaborative efforts and partnership with the FBI. Furthermore, this morning I discussed with the Director of the FBI more areas of collaboration and partnership that will open the doors to more training opportunities and equipping of our officers in counterterrorism, cybercrime, corruption, organized crime, and violent extremism, amongst others. As I conclude, ladies and gentlemen, I wish to once again sincerely thank the U.S. government for its unwavering support and pray that the existing cooperation and collaboration will be stronger and enhanced to adequately address the issue of transnational organized crimes for a safe and secure environment within and beyond our borders. With those very few remarks, it is now my pleasure to invite the Director FBI, Mr. Christopher Wray, to make his official remarks. Welcome.
Well, thank you, Director Amin. It's great to be here. And by here, I mean both here at DCI to talk about all the great work our folks are doing together, but also here in Kenya. I'm especially grateful for the opportunity to hear your perspective as a leader on the continent, on the threats that we face, and to be talking about more ways our partnership allows us to be even more effective at countering those threats. The partnership represented here is one of the closest the FBI has, and we spent the morning discussing the threat picture from each of our perspectives. I was encouraged to hear how many areas of overlap there are among our priorities and our focus. I have said before that the bad guys are not constrained by international borders, so the good guys should not be either. And together, leveraging our collective insights and authorities and perspectives, we're making a huge impact on the threats we face. Terrorism, of course, very much top among them. And that is due in large part to the leadership role that DCI plays in countering terrorism, both here in Kenya and in the region more broadly, and to some extent, really around the world. So I will stop there and just say thank you again to DCI and Director Amin for hosting us this morning. Thank you for your partnership and the perspective that you and your officers bring, and I look forward to all the great work we're going to continue to do together in the years to come.